Hi, Taurus, and hi, Taurus lovers. Um, you guys actually are kind of going through it at the beginning of this month, and I know that's uncomfortable, and I know that you guys have been trying to get over a lot of stuff in the past, and it's been more difficult to let go of because there's been some rejection there or some heartbreak there in the last few months. Um, but you actually have a lot of good stuff here. So you've had somebody brand new walk into your life, Taurus, or somebody that is. This reading is all about your relationship with this King of Wands. This King of Wands is very prominent. He's the first card that came out. He's in a very powerful position. He's overlooking the rest of the reading. He's looking specifically at this Empress, which I'm going to take as you for this month, Taurus. So somebody has definitely got you on their mind and is thinking about you and is trying to decide what's the best way to get what they want, which is you. And, the King of Wands is normally somebody who represents a fire sign: Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Somebody very powerful, somebody who's very outspoken, knows what they want, knows how to get it. Very vocal, outgoing, fun type of guy or girl. Um, Also very creative, very boisterous. Now, the crossing card that you have here is actually a Ten of Swords. So let's talk about this Ten of Swords because it's directly linked to this King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands walks into your life, and this Ten of Swords is the crossing card that comes up for you. And the Ten of Swords traditionally is an image of a man or woman laying in a bed, and they're just heartbroken. They're not capable of doing anything. They're broken to pieces. It's a sorrow card. It's probably one of, if not one of the worst cards in the deck. But what it really means is you're at the end of a phase. It basically means your heart is broken and you have to let something go so you can start this new phase, which is what this Fool that's directly linked to this Ten of Swords is about. So there's this need to kind of start over. You might be feeling a little bit of regret, Taurus. I feel like this is the third person that you've let into your life that probably hasn't worked out to your benefit lately, and you may be taking a step towards this person to work on things again, but you're kind of worried that overall you don't want to be taken for granted and you don't want to regret it. So this Ten of Swords is, now for the lucky people, this Ten of Swords is basically saying you were heartbroken and this King of Wands is walking into your life to get over it, which is a beautiful sentiment. It's a beautiful thing to have. But the reason why I say that's not the case is because you have this King of Wands here and a Page of Wands. And it's not the Page of Wands that comes out first and then you move to a King, which would be better. As time goes on, this person is getting more and more graceful and loving and understanding that, you want someone to grow from a page to a king. But when they go the opposite way, it means there's something in the relationship that's making them lose their importance. There's, because this is your past card. So this is the card saying that in the past, this person was in your life, but they were in your life in a small way. You had feelings for them, but it wasn't as strong as it is now. And this king is there saying, well, I'm ready to be a king now. I'm ready to take that responsibility. But whatever he comes with this Ten of Swords. So it's like somebody who has been in your life is now representing themselves in a new way. But with that, there's some pain that has went with it, and in the past they haven't been bad to you, but they haven't always been what you wanted and needed, really. So there's a part of you that is really kind of in the middle of this whole self-worth trial right now. The Empress that came out for you is beautiful. It's what's on your mind. Now, this could be a couple of things. This could be a pregnancy. You might actually be in the middle of finding out that you're pregnant or about to have a child. And, this might not be the best news, or you might be in a relationship with somebody who didn't receive the news as well as you wanted them to. So there's a part of you that's contemplating how to deal with that. But there's also the side of this that says that your sexual creative energy is perfectly in sync. And you are now tuning into how to be this Empress. And that's a perfect representation of Taurus as well, because the Empress represents Venus, and Taurus and Venus are the same. But it could just be you being in a space of self-worth. So with that, I'll say, this King of Wands, he's kind of, he's a good person and he's a good guy, but he has baggage and you have baggage. And when they come together, it gets a little bit worse. But what that does is it sparks something in you. It creates this sort of beautiful, creative, sexually passionate, and whirlwind inside of you that kind of says, I'm going to put myself first and I'm going to start to really buckle down and work on myself, whether you stay in the relationship or not. And this is the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so the Eight of Pentacles is skill. It's learning our passion. It's learning to take responsibility through passion. So what it's trying to say is you're about to buckle down and really allow yourself to do something amazing with this newfound Empress energy. But it's also going to take you to this point where this Nine of Pentacles comes up for you. And the Nine of Pentacles towards the end of the month is basically saying you're at the point where you're ready to be single and alone and be your best if that's what you need to be. So it's kind of looking like, to me, Taurus, that you're in the middle of this tumultuous relationship and you're trying to decide whether it's best for you to start over, which is a serious contemplation. You are going to actually take some time to let go of this person mentally, because this person doesn't have your heart, but they are definitely on your mind. There's not a lot of Cups cards. There's not a lot of romance here. The Empress is here, and this Ten of Swords says that, there is heartbreak there, but I do think it's coming from a mental place. There's some sort of betrayal. You wanted something more than someone was willing to give you, and now you've realized that you have to take that wonderful sort of Venus energy somewhere else to better yourself, so you're no longer taken for granted. So, Taurus, I'm going to go ahead and pull your outcome cards for you. We're going to see exactly what you get for the end of December. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. So that's basically saying you have to wait for the right time. The timing of what you're trying to accomplish isn't right. And the Five of Cups. Okay, so this Seven of Pentacles is actually there to say that this 8 right here, because you have 7, 8, 9, now they're not in perfect order, but the fact that they're there is basically saying that you're learning to work on accountability in relationships, and you're learning how to be with someone that's responsible. It's not necessarily that you're not responsible, Taurus. You're an earth sign. You've pretty much got that down pat. But finding somebody that's your equal has been difficult. And you've been accepting people that seem fun, that seem lighthearted, that probably take you out of that, that sort of grounded place. But at the same time, you need somebody that's also going to offer responsibility and love. So, it's a little complicated in terms of what you want and need. It's very much about you kind of growing into the situation as best as you possibly can. You guys are going to have to really get to that place where the relationship works on all levels and not just on a happy level, but on a day-to-day level. Because with this Five of Cups, the Five of Cups is saying that you're going to cry over spilled milk. So towards the end of the month, somewhere around New Year's, you're going to be feeling like you gave up on that person, and maybe you gave up a little bit too soon, and you're going to be kind of stuck in your thoughts. But what I will say is, with this Ten of Swords, especially with it being the only Swords card, it's really important that you pay attention to your thoughts. Don't let your thoughts kind of wrap you, like get you in a tizzy, I guess is the best way I can say it. Don't let your thoughts overpower you or control you about this particular person. You're making the right decision. The Fool card and the Empress cards are the strongest cards here, that are overpowering this Ten of Swords, and they're both connected to it, surrounding it. So what I will say is it's best for this Empress to start over, and that's kind of your clue for the month. So Taurus, that was your reading for the month of December. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for all of your likes, your comments, and your subscribes. So with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Bye.